Okay, so I got my grubby little paws on the Underland palette by Ensley. You guys know this brand has a little bit of a chokehold on me, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up before launch so I could give you guys some swatches and thoughts, and I do appreciate the brand letting me do that. So yeah, we can play with it. I've already created a look with this palette, so you guys will see that in a bit, but first let's get into some swatches and close-ups. Now I just have the palette, but there are so many other parts to this collection, so if I can find images for you guys, I will put them up. Otherwise, I'm sure you'll be able to find all that information yourself. But yeah, let's go ahead and roll into some swatches. So this palette is going to retail for $70, but if you use my affiliate code KHMAKEUP, you can get it for $63. I don't think that includes shipping. I think you have to pay additionally for that. It's a 15-pan palette with 7 mattes and 8 shimmers with a mix of duochromes, holochromes, and multichromes. The collection also includes 2 highlighters, a blush and bronzer duo, 1 lip oil, and 2 lip lacquers. So the prices of the other items are the Dreamless Multichrome Highlighter is going to be $20. The Distorted Dreams Face Duo is going to be $18. Glosses and lip oils will be $12 each. Underland Lip Trip is $34, and then the pressed multichrome singles are going to be $18. They will also have a collection bundle for $205 with a $212 value, so you do save a little bit on the entire collection if you purchase it. So I'm hoping the swatches were helpful to you guys. Now let's go ahead and get into the first look with this palette. I didn't really plan this well. I thought I was going to do 2 kind of out there looks with this one. But the first look, I would say, is definitely more of the colorful look. And I'm thinking that the second look is going to be a little bit more of a neutral look. We'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first look. Okay, we're going to create a look with the Underland palette. So I'm thinking greens and blues today. We'll see how it goes. I feel like the shirt warrants a red-brown look, but I wanted to switch it up, so I'm going to start off with this shade called, oh god, I don't know, it's this green, like, baby poop color, as it's fondly known. So this one did swatch pretty gently pigmented, so I'm going to use it in the inner corner. I will say this palette does not seem like it's for the faint of heart. It's very grungy, and I know I've been playing with a lot of grungy palettes recently. It seems to be where all the indie brands are going these days with the color stories. So if that's not your scene, I guess you're saving yourself tons of money, because all of the Halloween palettes have been very grungy, vampy palettes. And I mean, I'm here for it, but I also recognize that it's not for everyone. I love how that shade blended. Now I'm going to go into Dreadful Dreams. It's like this cool tone blue, and I'm just going to use that on the outer half of the crease. Also definitely want the inner half of the crease, the focus to be on that green. I accidentally put some blue on that portion and I wasn't planning on it, but anyways, we're just gonna do blue on the outer corner, giving like grungy mermaid vibes. Gonna go back into the green and just add a little bit more. I'm trying to be a little messier with the application just because I don't want it to be that precise. Okay, I do want to deepen up the outer corner, but for the lid, I want to go in with this shade called Wicked Wildflower. It's the most beautiful, like, holochrome blue silvery shadow, and I kind of want to pair it with this shade called Chaos. So I think I'm going to layer these two. I'm going to start with Chaos and then go with this shade on top. We'll see how it looks. Okay, I don't feel like I need to tell you guys my obsession with the Sigma brush for shimmer. So let's start over here and just kind of put that shade all over the lid. I love chartreuse greens. Oh my gosh, I have the most ridiculously random memory of this color, but back in the day when I was like 16, my mom's friend, I think they were like pretty good friends, like besties kind of, and she was a lot younger than my mom, so she got married and I was one of her bridesmaids, and we wore these like chartreuse green saris, and it was just like such a random color but like so beautiful on tan skin. And so since that moment in my life, I've always had an appreciation for this color. So I just put that down as kind of like a base to this gorgeous multi-chrome. I think this has a base to it as well, but I thought I could kind of make a shade by adding the green underneath, because sometimes I use these shades, like these iridescent colors, and I like wish I could even get more sparkle out of it. So I think that's a fun base to grab onto with the green, and now we've made an even more sparkly, stunning shade by putting that multi-chrome on top. So I don't always do a lot of mixing with my eyeshadows, but I felt inspired to add those colors together. I'm going to go into this shade called Rabbit Hole, which is like a blue, kind of darker, cool tone, like grungy shade. And we're just going to pop a little bit of that on the outer corner because we can't help ourselves. Ooh, I like it. I like how smoky that's looking. Okay, so I used the Natasha Denona liner in the shade Camu Camu. I love this. It's from the Yucca collection. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I think with the inner corner, ooh, I wonder if I have any shades in here. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna use one of the new Clionadh stained glass shades in my inner corner. I have a reel up with these if you want to see them swatched, but I'm just gonna pop that shade. It's like a yellowy shade with tons of green shift in it. Ooh. I'm going to take the white called Twisted Rabbit, and I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line just to kind of set everything. And then I'm going to take the green, the mucky green, and just gonna start blending that right there as well. This shade is not showing up on my lower lash line. I have no idea why. Okay, let's move on to Dreadful Dreams, which is like that blue I put in the outer corner before I use the darker shade. Okay, that one's showing up a little bit, so I'm just gonna bring that all the way around. Okay, so the other day I was shopping at Target and I was like, I have skeleton earrings, and I literally just went through all of my earrings to find these, but I did find them, and I did buy another pair at Target as well, so I can link those down below in case you guys are interested, because I definitely love earrings and I love finding new ones. But these are the old one and they have a new version, so I'll link that for you. Now, let me tell you really quick what's on my face today. I've been putting everything back into the boxes, which is weird, but I am testing out the Milk Hydro Glow Primer. So this is what it looks like, and so far I don't know how much glow it's adding, but I was almost done with the original, so I was fine buying a new one just to try out. And then for foundation, I'm wearing the Tear in the Silver Compact. This is my third day wearing it. I really like it. It's definitely very like flawless. I want to try and film a video later tonight, so it is about 12:20 in the afternoon right now, and usually I film around 8 p.m. once my kids go to sleep, so it'll be a good wear test for this foundation. I'll keep you guys posted, because the first time I tried it, I didn't wear it for a long time. I was just trying it out, and then I did wear it the second time, so today's the third day, so I'll keep you posted. And then I did get an Ulta order in. I placed a quick order when the 21 Days of Beauty was ending, and I've always wanted to try the Live Tinted Concealer. So this is the Hue Skin Concealer, and I got it in the shade 11. I think it was a good shade match. First impressions, I really like how it went on. It blended easily. I thought it was a good shade match, so I have really high hopes for this concealer. So for bronzer today, I've been wearing my Lotus palette a lot, and I've just been mixing these two shades. I thought they work really well together for me. And then I haven't used this Gucci highlighter much, so I did pick this up in the shade Warm Gold, and that's the highlighter I have on today. Honestly, you can easily skip this because I feel like I have a similar shade like this in the Lotus palette and the same vibe as the highlighter in this Tarte set that I've been raving about. So this is a new shade. I haven't worn this yet. It's the shade Poise, and it's such a pretty brown blush. I love brown blushes. I love red blushes, coral blushes, and brown blushes. I really want to do a video with like fall blushes. I just need to like pull everything and make it, but this is such a pretty blush and I really love that blush set, and the highlighter in it is beautiful as well, very glowy. So if you don't want to buy the Gucci highlighter or you don't want to buy the Hourglass palette, you might want to take a look at that Tarte set because there's a lot of fun blush shades as well as highlighters. I know I'm gonna stop, but I thought it was a good set. And then for lippies, I am wearing the Kind Words lippy in the shade Strong. This is from Rare Beauty. They sent me all of their Kind Word lipsticks a while ago, and so I've just been trying all the shades out because I had a few of them already, but I didn't have a majority of them. So I've been trying to wear them in videos, and this is the shade Strong, and I love a good brown color, so I thought I would pair it with this look. I think that's everything that is on my face. I'm gonna do another look, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so it's time to film the second look. I do have my foundation and bronzer on. I like to match everything else to the eye look I create, so let's go ahead and get into the look. I think for the second look, I'm gonna focus more on kind of creating a neutral eye look because I like to do that. I like to do a more colorful look and a neutral look in case you guys want to see a little bit of both. And I've talked about this multiple times in videos now, so hopefully I'm not repeating myself too much, but I've always tried to do like the most out there looks with my kind of first impression videos, and I realized that not everybody always wants to do the most colorful looks, and it's nice to be able to see what kind of lengths you can push your colorful and neutral looks with palettes like this that can be a little bit more intimidating. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the shade called Wicked Rose, I think, and I might use the white a little bit as well just to kind of lighten it up. So let's start a little bit on the outer corner and see how this works out. Okay, so I'm going to take this green shade. It's kind of like the lightest matte in this palette other than the white. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the white too and just kind of put that in the inner corner. I kind of want to create like a really light color for the inner portion of the crease just to give it some dimension and not have my whole eye look be completely dark. It's actually working out quite well, so that's nice. And then I think I'm going to use this dark brown shade to deepen things up, but first I'm going to go ahead and put a shade of shimmer on the lid. So I kind of want to use either Surreal or Behead. These both look like great, almost like neutral options, but they're both like super holochromy looking. I could also use the red, but I feel like I should probably stick to one of the more like brown tones. Also this one called Faberwalkie is also really pretty. I don't remember what the shade looks like when you swatch it. Maybe I'll do that one because it looks purpley and blue, which is not really neutral, but I'm also really curious and why not? Why not try it out and see? I'm looking for a specific brush. I really need to, I couldn't find it. I really need to wash my brushes again. By wash, I mean just like dunking them in Cinema Secrets, but who has time for any of that these days? Okay, so I'm gonna go into that shade I said that I was gonna try out. Definitely doesn't look neutral, but oh, it's cute. It's like a grungy, purpley, not purple, sorry. It's more of a grungy, purpley burgundy shade. I don't know if this is gonna look as neutral as I thought, but I do love a good sparkle. I've been really trying hard to resist buying makeup because I have so many palettes that I haven't used yet, and I kind of want to buy some new clothes or some clothes for Vegas, at least one outfit for the holiday party, the Creators and Friends holiday party. So I've been trying really hard to resist like the new Stranger Things palette from ColourPop. I was like, oh, I should really get it and make a video. I feel like I haven't really seen any videos, but I guess a lot of my friends that are people that get like ColourPop PR are on the trip. And also I think maybe I haven't really seen any YouTubers get it in PR, but maybe I'm also just like living under a rock. I try my best to keep up with the internet, but it doesn't always happen these days. Like, I've been so into following coverage on the Karen Reed case still, and I've been following the other stuff that's going on there, so it's so fascinating. I think one thing I would definitely like to encourage anybody that's watching this, if you are able to vote, not just in your presidential elections, but like your local elections, like sometimes I think I live in like this bubble of like corruption doesn't exist in America, and it's like it kind of does, and you kind of just like don't realize it if you're not paying attention. But man, that town is wackadoo. If you guys live in Massachusetts, you guys should really be paying attention to what's going on in the Karen Reed case. It's intense. Anyways, that's my PSA public justice announcement of the day. I'm gonna go into Surreal because I think this eyeshadow, like as pretty as it is, it's not like really light enough for what I was trying to do. So I'm just gonna tap Surreal on top, and gosh, that's a pretty shade too. It's like bronzy and has like bigger pieces of sparkles in it, so it's like really shining when the light hits it. So not really the most neutral eye look, I would say, compared to some of the ones I do, but it's still really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and line the waterline quick so we can finish up this eye look. You guys know I had to use my favorite liner, Rich Brown from Melt. This is such a great brown eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Wicked Rose shade, which is the burgundy shade I kind of put in my crease. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Twisted Rabbit shade, which is the white, and kind of plop it on the inner portion, as well as just kind of blend it into the lower lash line quick. Okay, and then I think I need to put in a shade on the inner corner, so I'm going to pick up Wicked Wildflowers, which is a really pretty like iridescent color, and I'm not sure if this is going to match, but this is such a like intense little multi-chrome. Oh my. It's like a flaky, so that is an intense little pop. I think I used that on my lid in the first look, but I can't remember because I filmed that a few days ago and I'm like, I barely remember what I had on my eyes, but that's kind of cute. It's definitely a little bit more grungy for a neutral look, but it's still in like that red-brown realm, which I consider neutrals. And honestly, I'm wearing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm really liking how my skin's looking. Anyway, I'm going to throw on some blush, some lip gloss, mascara, all the things. Probably not going to do a lot with this hair because it is 9:14 p.m. on a Sunday. So I just wanted to finish this video up for you guys so I can have it go live before this collection launches, but I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do we think? I could not be bothered doing my hair, so it's just in a ponytail, but I feel like since spooky season is upon us, I'm just gonna wear these earrings as much as I can because I think they're so fun. So anyways, let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today because I have some fun products on. So for highlighter, I'm wearing the Gucci highlighter. I want to wear this more because it was expensive and I want to see what I think about it. So this is the highlight I have on, kind of subtle, but I love it. And then this blush is so pigmented, you guys. It's my second time wearing it. I picked up the About Face blush. I really want to do a reel with this, but honestly, all I want to do right now is get this video over with so I can take a shower and wind down for the day. But I really wanted to get this done because putting things off is not good for me. I always feel like something will come up and then I'll miss my own deadline that I gave myself. So anyway, these blushes are so pigmented and I have this in the shade, ooh, Pit Stop, I think. It's a really pretty like terracotta shade. You guys know I had to get this. I really think this is very pigmented. I don't want to say like I love this because again, I haven't worn it enough, but it's a nice blush. It's like one of the very few things I own from About Face. So just wanted to try that out some more. And then I'm wearing the Tower 28 powder. I think I'm really liking this. I like a pressed powder for my under eyes. It's so much easier to apply than like dumping a little out from your, you know, loose powder and all that stuff. So it's a nice powder. I've been really enjoying it. And then for my lip combo, I'm wearing Fenty Beauty in Chocolatey. And then this lip pencil, technically, I think this is like a multi-use pencil, but I really like this shade for my lips. It's Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever. And I bought their little pencil set last year. And it was just sitting in my freaking eyeliner drawer. And I finally took all the plastic off because they all come like individually sealed. And I had them all sitting in my eyeliner drawer, but I just feel like this is such a beautiful lip liner shade for my skin tone, and I love this. Like, I wish I had like a lipstick and a lip gloss and a liquid lipstick in this shade because it's such a me kind of shade. So that is my lip combo today. As far as my powder bronzer goes, I just use this one from the Hourglass Lotus. I also use the stick bronzer from Rare Beauty in the shade Always Sunny. It's my go-to. And then for foundation, I'm wearing Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Honey. And then this is a new concealer I picked up at the end of the Ultra 21 days. This is from Live Tinted, and I have the shade number 11. I really like this concealer. I think it makes my under eyes look really nice and illuminated, but not like too glowy, but like hydrated so I don't look like gaunt. Is that a word? I think that's a word. Anyway, that's a lot about what's on my face just because I like to tell you guys what I have on, so in case you were curious about these products, because I don't really do like a lot of review or like rankings or roundups on other products. I know some creators do like rankings on like all the products they've tried in a month, and that's kind of like what my hauls are. So I like to talk a lot about the makeup I have on my face. Even though you guys don't see me apply it, you can kind of see how it all comes together. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. But this is the finished look. And now let's go ahead and talk really quick about the Underland palette. So like I said, this is definitely a very like smoky, grungy palette. It does have a white eyeshadow. So I was trying to show you guys how you can use the white eyeshadow to kind of reduce the depth of some of these colorful mattes. But I personally feel like if you're going to spend $70 on this palette, you really want to make sure you like this color story, because there's a lot of other Ensley Rain palettes that have a lot more shades. So you are going to get a little bit more options. Whereas this one, it's 15 shadows. So you might not have as many mattes, like as many gradients as you might want in a palette. So something to keep in mind. I personally can't help myself. I really enjoy Ensley Rain palettes. I like purchasing them. I like reviewing them for you guys. So I wanted to pick this one up and show it to you. So hopefully you enjoyed. I think the sparkly shades are beautiful. I think the mattes are beautiful. I like that the pans can be moved around if you're into that. I really like the cover art too. It's like so fun and grungy, and you know, they did the Mad Hatter. So now we have the little Underland palette with somebody that kind of looks like Alice. I don't know too much about the Alice lore, but I love the vibes. I think it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's like my favorite Ensley Rain palette because it's a little grungy, and I like grungy, but I also like having a light and airy shades to kind of mix the grunge with, tone it down, if you will, sometimes. So something to keep in mind. I just want to be as fair as I can with this review, kind of give you guys my pros and cons when it comes to purchasing a palette. I hope what I just said makes sense to you guys. If you have any questions, anything that I can help you with, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from y'all. So if you're interested in this palette and you have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. Like I said, this palette is launching on the 1st of October. I don't know the time, but I'm guessing it's going to be like noon Pacific Standard Time because I think they're in California. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Anyways, I will put as much information as I can in the description box. Also, don't forget to enter my monthly giveaway if you guys are interested in winning some free goodies. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it to the end of this video, you are the MVP because your views are a great free way to support all of your favorite YouTubers. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye, friends!